Saudi Arabia. What comes to our mind when we think about this country? Naturally, the vast desert here and the mineral wealth of this country, oil. But now in 2024, Saudi Arabia has started working on some projects in its new future, and one of them is Neom's The Line. It is going to be the largest construction project in the world, and its construction has already started. Neom, situated in the northwestern region of Saudi Arabia, is set to revolutionize the way to live, work, and play. But what makes Neom truly unique is its groundbreaking design concept, The Line. The Line is the flagship of the Saudi government's plan. As a result, the $500 billion project must live up to the country's ambitions. The line is 170 kilometers long, 200 kilometers wide, and 500 kilometers high, with the aim of housing 9 million inhabitants in 2045. Multiple layers have been planned inside the city, when looking at it vertically, so that people can move three-dimension, up, down, and sideways. And this new concept has been named zero-gravity urbanism. On top of that, their developers claim that Neom will be powered with 100% renewable energy. Solar, wind, and hydrogen-based power generation will be used. In this, for transportation, there will be no roads or cars. Instead, there will be places for people to walk, parks, and green spaces. And since it is a 170 kilometers long line, high-speed transportation will be used to connect the line from end to end. The interior will be designed in a way that everything will be available within a 5-minute walking distance. This line will go from one end to the Red Sea. It is also considered to have great potential for trading, because 13% of the world's trade actually happens through the Suez Canal. On top of that, a Neom Bay airport will be built near it, whose location will be such that 40% of the world and everything in it will be only 6 hours away from it. The developers also claim that artificial intelligence will be seamlessly integrated into the line, in both personal and commercial life. The first and biggest challenge in completing this line project will be money. This project is being financed by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth private investment fund, known as the Public Investment Fund. It is basically a fund created by the government of Saudi Arabia, which has a lot of money. The initial plan was to complete Neom by 2030, and $500 billion was allocated for it. Some reports say that it cannot be completed by 2050, and because of that, the costs will increase even more. For this reason, it has been estimated that the cost of this project can be as much as $1 trillion. The second big problem is the technology. If a project like Line is to be made a reality, then many technologies will need to be used that do not really exist yet. Similarly, there are many things in this project that have never been done before. No one knows whether it will be practically possible or not. The third point is about the environment. Although they have claimed that it will have minimal impact on the environment. That's why it is being made in a straight line. But how will it impact animal movement by putting a mirror on the exterior? It can also be very dangerous for migratory birds, and also interfere a lot with the crossing of land animals. On top of that, many people have criticized this project, which is projected as being very sustainable with zero carbon emissions. But building two 500-meter tall buildings, covered with glass which are so long, building them with low carbon materials is next to impossible. And finally, the last problem is of the people. If all these different challenges are overcome, if a way is found to deal with all these problems, the last question that will arise here is, will people want to live here? Imagine spending 24 hours in a city where you are totally cut off from the outside environment. You are living in an artificial building. If you want to go out and enjoy the open air, you won't find anything but huge glasses. This sounds like a less habitable city and more like a science fiction dystopia. Now, do you think it is possible to make it? And would you like to live in such a city? What is your opinion? Let us know in the comment section. And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updated.